This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
The award-winning Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University. Build the future you at Hodges University.
Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're so thrilled to get a chance to talk to a person who's one of the most important people in the community. And he's making an opportunity for people to get on to home ownership, one of our great realtors in our community. So we're so thrilled to have Louis here. Louis, let's bump you in. Let's bump you in. Boom, man. Good to get you here to talk real estate. How long have you been in the real estate business?
I've been in the real estate business approximately 4 years.
Okay, just look at me. And how did you first get it? What inspired you to get into the business?
Well, what inspired me to get into the business of being a realtor is when I moved to Southwest Florida. I have been building houses, rehabbing houses, selling houses as affordable housing, and I decided that the next step for me was to actually become a realtor. And after 3 years, I plan to get my broker's license so I can have my own real estate firm in the area.
What should we know about Bill Marron Real Estate?
Mr. Marron, he has been in the business for over 30 years. His office is in North Fort Myers. He's in the plaza where the Winn-Dixie's is at the corner of Pine Island Road and North Tamiami Trail. Mr. Marron, real estate offices come and go, but because he's been in the business for 30 years, he's very good. He knows the market.
Now, throughout this interview, we have your phone number appearing on the screen where people can get in touch with you and your email. When people get in touch with you to buy real estate, you list real estate as well as you sell for people. You do both, right?
Mr. Marron's office does? Yes, we do.
Okay. What are you seeing out there in the market now? Is it a buyer's market or a seller's market?
I'd have to say at this particular point in time, it's both. It's good for buyers because historically interest rates are at the lowest they have been for over 50 years. If I'm correct, the rate is around 3% or less. And for the sellers in Southwest Florida are rebounding from the down days of when the market crashed. And right now, because of the fact that so many people are moving to Southwest Florida, their value of their property has increased and is very valuable now, and it's kind of scarce.
But it's good that property value is going back up too. So what do you say that makes you different from any other realtor?
I say the difference with me is I still believe in the old-fashioned way, personal, getting to know you as an individual, getting to know your family, what your needs are, what your wants are, and really being able to explain to you the importance of either buying a home or renting a home from an economic standpoint. And I think that's very important because as you know right now, everybody's in the email and texting. Everything is very impersonal, all right? You know, to me, you're not just a dollar sign.
Why is that? Why are you the one that cares?
Because, as I said, I believe we have to rebuild our communities. And through housing, everybody who owns a home, they take pride in their home and they take pride in their communities. That's the only way that we're going to reshape the community here.
Do you get involved in the rental as well? Do you help people to rent a unit?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have a professional staff member. Her name is Miss Kelly. She is in charge of the rentals. But I do want to say, though, the price that you're going to pay for a rental unit or a rental home you might as well go ahead and buy yourself a house.
But what about that down payment? People got to have down payment money. What do you say to that? They may not have that down payment. Well, you guys looking for like 15% down these days, 10, 15%, right? With the new laws.
It all depends. The easiest way, simplest way for a first-time home buyer to purchase a house in Southwest Florida is through a group called Habitat for Humanity.
Why is that the easiest way?
I say because with Habitat, they actually work with you. Whatever type of discrepancies you may have on your credit report, they will explain how to clear it up. They will even take your hand and walk you through different companies that can help you with that.
Very good.
And the most paramount thing is, that I think is most paramount, when you get the loan from them, you pay no interest on your money.
So when people get in touch with you at that number or that email address that we have on the screen, you will, walk them through the process, connect them with the Habitat. You will work with them in all aspects, not just selling the house, but other ways to get financing as well.
That is correct. The old-fashioned way.
And they will be talking directly to you.
That is correct.
The old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way.
My man. The type of house. When we hear Habitat for Humanity, we're thinking, it might be affordable. But do you sell high-end stuff as well?
Yes, we do.
Go ahead.
Now, if your pocketbook is ready, we have homes available from $500,000 up. And I have found that the average home price in Southwest Florida usually runs around $300,000 and up.
Okay.
All right, and the I'm not going to say the entry level homes. You can obtain an entry level home from, let's say, $150,000 to that $300,000 price point.
Okay. Final question. Why should a person want to own a home in terms of long-term investment?
As far as long-term investment, I would have to say the house is going to appreciate in value. If you have young children, your young children now have a home that they can call their own, that they can take pride into. The average homeowner today stays in a home between 5 to 6 years. But if you do it the old-fashioned way, you raise your children, your grandchildren, and you grow old in that home, your home can be your nest egg for when you're ready to retire, or as a legacy for your children to pass on to their children.
Couldn't have said it better myself, folks. That's what I was getting at, the investment of home ownership. If you don't call anybody, you make sure you call Louis Speight. Don't be dependent on that internet. Talk to a guy who's going to do it the old-fashioned way, like Andy Griffith. Louis Speight, our community realtor.
I thank you very much.
For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Louis who are doing it. We'll see you next week on the award-winning Lee Pitts Live on Fox 4.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.